Good morning, and welcome to the John F. Kennedy Memorial High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. I would like to welcome our honored dignitaries, our Mayor of Woodbridge, Mr. John Mccormack, Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Joseph Massimino. I'd like to welcome on behalf of the Board of Education, Mr. Joseph Velez, and from our town council, Councilman of the 4th Ward, Mr. Verbhadra Patel. Parents and guardians, friends and family at home, faculty and staff, and most important, the graduating class of 2020. Thank you for choosing to celebrate our students here at today's commencement ceremony. Welcome. I would like to now ask everyone in attendance to please rise and join us in a moment of silence to reflect upon the impact the past 4 months has had on our families, John F. Kennedy Memorial High School, as well as our community and the nation as a whole. Please rise. Thank you. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Please be seated. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce Senior Class President, Auslin Mills.
Yeah, that's my girl! Get
It is my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2020, Fozan Amjad.
Greetings, Mr. Pastorino, Mrs. Wandress, Mr. Carrasio, Mayor McCormack, Town Council members, Dr. Massimino, Board of Education members, faculty, parents, guardians, guests, and the graduating class of 2020. My name is Fozan Amjad. I'm sorry to all the teachers that have been mispronouncing my name for the last few years because I was too shy to correct them. Well, surprise, now you know. We're here today in rather unprecedented times. At the beginning of the year, we took many aspects of our year for granted. Winning our last Spirit Week, hugging our friends, dancing at prom, and most importantly, ending our last year of high school strong. This COVID-19 pandemic has been tough on all of us, as we witness many of our fellow family members, friends, and neighbors being affected by physical, social, and financial hardship, And shout out to all those essential workers and healthcare workers who are working harder than ever before. We may not have adapted to these unique circumstances overnight, but we eventually adjusted to these non-traditional means of education and social interaction and made the best of what we could this year. After all, there is a silver lining to this. We will emerge as the strongest graduating class in history. Throughout our past 4 years of high school, we've had many individuals guide both our learning and our passions. Particularly, our school's coaches enable us as student athletes to reach our full potential. They work endless hours, both in season and off season, preparing and instructing workouts, analyzing our student athletes' performances, and providing encouragement to students who've dedicated their time in representing their school in athletics. Personally, for me, joining the wrestling team was by far the best decision I've ever made as a student at this school because it taught me how to be physically, mentally, and socially stronger at a time where I thought I was lacking in all three of these aspects. And I have to thank Coach Creighton, Coach Fisher, and Coach Russo for making the student athlete I am today, as I'm sure all of you guys have coaches and club advisors to thank for their commitment to your passions. We can't forget what all of our families have done for us throughout all of our years of education, whether it be dropping us off at school, meeting with our teachers, supporting us at home games and matches, providing us both food and a home full of endless love, and most importantly, allowing us to pursue an education. Although a graduation ceremony rewards graduating seniors with a high school diploma, it is also an emotional day to commemorate the sacrifices undertaken by our loving families. Ever since we were little children, we depended on our parents to protect us and provide us for our basic needs. They were our first relationship, our first teachers, our first role models, our first friend. I understand that our relationship with our families might not always be the most perfect at times, but their endless love for us and always being there for us for every step of the way is a powerful testament to how much time, money, and effort they put into providing for us. So as you congratulate your fellow classmates on moving on to the next phase in life, remember that today is just as big day for your parents as it is for you. Personally, I would like to thank both my parents and my siblings for always being there for me and providing me with infinite support in any endeavor I pursue. They are to me the most precious thing I've gotten from God. Now on to our teachers. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Teaching is one of the toughest jobs in the workforce, but the rewards that come with the job are endless. When you think about it, everything done within our advancing society is a product of education and knowledge, and teachers play a fundamental role in educating our youth to become the leaders of the future. Our teachers at JFK never let our failures come in the way of our potential, and the fact of the matter is that they push us to pursue our passions and become better students, better friends, and better people. On behalf of the graduating class of 2020, I would like to thank the teachers at JFK for always being there for us and for always accepting us for who we are and always motivating us to become better people. Whether it be through Miss Kenny and Miss McKeever's heated class discussions, Mr. McGrody's ability to make anyone smile, Mr. Sakadato and Mr. Hill's power to teach our nation's history like a book I can never put down, Mr. Burns' corny science jokes that I honestly love, don't worry about it, Mr. Graham's predictions of economic recessions, Mr. Viteri's picturesque chronicles of his hair growth journey, thank you Sukhmeet, and Professor Shrek's rather detailed accounts of corporate America. I can speak for all of us when I say that all of our teachers have made us better individuals capable of taking on the future by accepting us for who we are and playing on our strengths. We're lucky to be graduates of JFK, an educational institution that holds our diversity as both a major strength and a value to be admired. Just look around. Diversity at our school is a melting pot of different races, cultures, genders, religion, sexual orientations, and socioeconomic backgrounds. And it is this diversity that enables us to work with people from various backgrounds, visualize aspects from new perspectives from individuals with different struggles and priorities, and facilitates acceptance. The friendships forged throughout our last 4 years at high school, last 4 years at JFK, as a consequence of such a diverse environment, are the ultimate symbol of our high school diploma. And our class's ability to not only see the strength in others, but also advocate on their behalf to uplift their spirit and defend their equal rights in this country provides us with a powerful vision that illustrates both love and prospects for a better future. Now, to be honest, I didn't really know how to end this speech. Like, no cap, when Miss DeLeonard told me I was even running, when I was even eligible for this, right? The first thing I did was search up Valedictorian on YouTube to see, like, where the competition was at. So I guess I'll end the speech with a simple yet powerful piece of advice. Now, I understand that my advice throughout the last 4 years here has been, like, hit or miss, but hear me out. Throughout all of our years of education, an abundance of information and lessons were provided to us by our teachers. But it's not enough to just know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, or that the quadratic equation is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared subtract 4ac over 2a. Sorry, can you please fact check me on that? You have all this knowledge and information available to you at your fingertips. Now it's your turn to discover, research, and create a better world for your children. There's a saying from the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the knowledge from which no benefit is derived is like a treasure of which nothing is spent in the cause of God. So with this being said, please promise yourself something. Promise yourself that you will never stop learning. But more importantly, promise yourself that you will never stop loving, and always aim to see the best in individuals when applying your skills. There's no doubt within my mind that you will all be successful, no matter what field you choose to go into, and do amazing things in life. After all, you are the future. Thank you for having me speak today, and congratulations to the class of 2020.
It is my pleasure to introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2020, Ryan Ramirez.
Hey, what's up? All right. Up. Greetings, Mr. Passerino, Ms. Wandress, Mr. Carrasio, Mayor McCormack, Town Council members, Dr. Massimino, Board of Education members, faculty, parents, guardians, guests, and the graduating class of 2020. Bet you haven't heard that one before. I am Ryan Ramirez. I am the salad man. And I am wondering why this is so early. Like, oh my God. It is 9 a.m., right? It was 6 a.m. yesterday, or 6 p.m. yesterday. And I went to sleep after midnight last night, so this was hard to wake up for. But we're here, and that is not the most unusual circumstances today. No. Who would have thought, when we walked through door number 1 back in 2016, who would have thought that we would graduate under government-mandated restrictions to stay 6 feet apart from one another, wear masks and all the like? Now, if you guessed that back then, I have a lottery ticket I need some help with right now, all right? Like, just come over here. For everyone else, this was certainly unprecedented. Nevertheless, everyone here has persevered through this time of hardships, and now it is time to look to the future. Despite the uncertainty that was the last 3 months, we are thankfully able to come together one more time to have this graduation ceremony, if only in a way none of us were expecting. When we started this year, we all had huge plans for Spirit Week, prom, project graduation, went down the drain. And although we weren't able to carry out those plans, I would like to thank everyone who has worked tirelessly to make our graduation possible. Parents, I know you're watching. Thank you for supporting us throughout our time in high school. I know for a fact it couldn't have been easy at times, but you can breathe easy now knowing you're paid off. On that account, let me just take a second to interject myself. Thanks, Mom. Love you real much. Thanks, Nana, what's up? And thank you to my sister, Nina Ramirez, for always being there for me. Driving us to school, participating in school events yourselves, and even just helping us with that one hard homework problem. If not for every single parent out there, none of us would be graduating today. Faculty, thank you for molding us into the people we have become today. From all your thoughtful advice to your constant encouragement, all of your work has meant a lot to not only me, but our entire class. And although we may not understand the significance of the impact that you've left on our lives right now, at some point in the future, most likely when we need it most, the meaning behind your advice and words will be realized. Many paths are diverging today. The common home we've shared for the past 4 years is now going to be placed behind us. Colleges and careers, they will be the new daily lives of students here. Teens will be different, and life will, at some point, get tough. But in the face of those hardships, I am 100% certain that this class will find success. Because no matter where you're off to after today, you, all of you, have come from John F. Kennedy Memorial High School. And I'm gonna be honest, doing well in anything, especially school, not easy. But it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Relax a little. Don't worry so much. Procrastinate until about 3:30 in the morning. After that, just stay up. All that's necessary is when the time comes that you give it your all when you're doing anything. Do this, and education, as well as anything else, will serve you well. This school has made every single one of us prepared for the world, and then some. The faculty here has given us everything we need to succeed, from advice to knowledge. Parents have enabled us to take part in activities that have expanded us as individuals. Sorry, I lost my place there. And everyone in this class has pushed themselves to compete with the best. So if any obstacle has any thought of stopping anyone here, it will need the best of luck. Graduates, thank you all for making the lives of everyone here more interesting over these last 4 years. I hope every single one of you, regardless of where you're headed in life, finds success. And for the reasons I've listed, I'm sure this class especially can make that hope a reality. Congratulations to the students here who have grown into capable people. Congratulations to the people here who have proven without a doubt that they will do great things for the world. Congratulations to every single one of you in front of me who have worked to rightfully deserve this day. Get ready to go out in the world and do your best. Go class of 2020. Go Mustangs. Oh, I got this.
It is my pleasure to introduce the best principal of the best high school, Mr. Paul Postorino.
There we go. COVID-19, thunder, lightning, and rain. They have one thing in common. They can't stop the class of 2020 from this moment today. July 9th, 2020. This is a day I would encourage the class of 2020 to celebrate in the many years to come. It is the day that recognizes more than just your cumulative academic achievements. It is a day that represents how the class of 2020 help to change education. Nothing ever goes smoothly the first time around. That is why when faced with a challenge, there are so few people willing to go first. However, those people who are courageous enough to do so come through the experience stronger and having gained something invaluable, a greater sense of self. Class of 2020, you had to go first. You did not have a choice. However, your response has helped to shape the future of education in this country. Your role as student went from learner to teacher's assistant with technology, parent and guardian assistant, caretaker, countless other roles, and let's not forget, learner too. Yet despite the challenges posed to this group of students, 13 of you from this class will receive recognition in the National Merit Scholarship Program, and one of you is the winner of the National Merit Johnson & Johnson Scholarship in Pranati Paranje Borkateri. Students from this graduating class will be attending 55 different colleges across this great country, including Princeton, Columbia, Johns Hopkins, Penn State, TCNJ, Rutgers, and Fairleigh Dickinson, to name a few. Students from the class of 2020 will serve our country in 3 branches of the armed forces: the Air Force, Army, and Marines. And many of you will enter the workforce, and many of you already have. The class of 2020 certainly has a lot to be proud of. Now, contained on those USB drives you received in the envelopes you were given upon entrance today is my long speech, so don't worry. I saved it for the video. But the message from the speech I wanted to deliver to you at this ceremony is this. During the COVID-19 pandemic, I've heard repeatedly, I can't wait for this to be over and return to normal. As I'm sure many of you have heard or even said this, and while I agree with the first part of the statement, I can't wait for this to be over, I do not wish for this to return to normal. Today, I'm asking all of you to change the narrative. Make the statement, I can't wait for this to be over so we can return better than we were before. In the words of Ben Pasek and Justin Paul, more recently to your generation made famous by Hugh Jackman and Pink, think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. 1,000,000 dreams is all it's going to take. 1,000,000 dreams for the world we're going to make. Keep dreaming, class of 2020. You live in a world that provides countless opportunities. Opportunities that can take you in an equally infinite number of directions. Your pursuit of happiness will not come from exploring all of them. Your pursuit of happiness will come when you focus on what brings you fulfillment and helps you define a greater sense of self. If we as a society have learned anything from the virtues demonstrated by your class, it is this: that the time away from our friends, family, and John F. Kennedy Memorial High School did not stop the class of 2020 from moving forward. And if you can overcome a global pandemic before you graduate from high school, I'm excited to see what the 1,000,000 dreams by the class of 2020 will make. Congratulations, John F. Kennedy Memorial Howard class of 2020. Thank you.
Please welcome Woodbridge Township Town Council member here with us this morning, Mr. Viru Patel.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Congratulations to the class of 2020. You have worked hard, you are dedicated, and you got it. You have achieved a historical milestone today, working hard from home and studying remotely. You have earned a big toll. That's an education. You are hardworking, you are dedicated, and you have our and your parents' best wishes. You have also God's blessing. No matter what endeavors you take, you are going to excel them. Many of your hardworking and dedicated parents are watching us, and I wholeheartedly congratulate them. I also would like to share my own bonding with the schools here. My wife and I have raised 3 daughters here, and they all attended Robert Masnick Elementary School, Easlyn Middle School, and JFK Memorial High School. They not just received education here, but they excelled in art, music, culture, and sports. 2 of my daughters have graduated from really nice universities, and they have become a great citizen. Thank you to Honorable Board of Ed President Dr. Zega. Thanks to our honorable members of Board of Education. Thanks to the principal. Thanks to the teachers and faculty staff members. I personally took off from my full-time job as a civil engineer about 22 years ago. I spent those 22 years giving rides to my 3 daughters to and from my home to the school. And in those 22 years, I have made so many friends, parents, and teachers, and I'm going to miss them today because my youngest daughter is sitting there and she's also graduating. So I'm going to miss all those friends and teachers for like 22 years we have it. At this time, I would like to also take our opportunity to just say thank you to our Honorable Governor, Phil Murphy, for allowing us to have such a wonderful ceremonies here. And it's an outdoor today. I would like to also thank our Honorable Mayor McCormack, our administration, first responders, members of EMT, directors of different departments, such as health, police, and sanitation. They all have worked hard for the past few months when we all were going through those tough times. That's why Woodbridge stood high, and that's why we are one of the best towns around. Again, I congratulate you all. I would like to wish you a happy, healthy, and very pleasant summer break. Just be safe and stay blessed. May God bless you all. May God bless America. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the Mayor of Woodbridge Township, Mr. John McCormack.
Thank you for the opportunity to address the JFK High School graduating class of 2020 after a very, very memorable senior year. If you're going on to college, in a little over 3 years, you will start to apply for jobs or apply to graduate school, law school, or medical school. You will be judged by one piece of paper called a resume. It will summarize your life up until that point and will include all the information about you which your reader will want to learn to decide if you get a job interview or if you get into a school of higher education. Someone you have never met and will never meet will make that decision just by reading that piece of paper. You will be competing with hundreds, if not thousands, of students just like yourselves, and you will need to do all you can to distinguish yourself from all the others. You have probably already experienced that just to get into college. You need good grades without question, but plenty of students will have good grades. Recruiters want to see well-rounded students with the sense of community service and people who care about others more than themselves. Did you volunteer at the local senior citizen center or animal shelter? Did you get involved in clubs or activities or teams? And did you take a leadership role? Did you work part-time in your chosen field or get an internship? Will you have anything on that piece of paper that others don't have? If you're going into the workforce, you also already experienced this to get the job you're going into. Studies show, however, that you won't be in that job too long, so prepare for a promotion or prepare for your next challenge by getting that license or certificate or by taking extra classes to make sure you are chosen when the next opportunity comes up. If you're going into the military, first of all, thank you. You will experience the competition sooner than most others, so strive for advancement by learning as much as you can, as quick as you can, and by striving for that next rank from the day you get into your current rank. Regardless of what path you choose now, you will ultimately have that one piece of paper called the resume that will speak for you. Think of what that piece of paper will look like in a few years and take steps now to make sure it helps you succeed. Don't wait until it's too late to decide to get involved. Trade short-term pain for long-term gain. And never be shy about meeting new people. Establish relationships now by being the best person you can possibly be, and it will pay off in the future. So have fun tonight and over the summer as much as possible. But never have the two words "be safe" meant more than they do now. So please be smart and please be safe. Thank you and congratulations to all of you.
It is my pleasure to introduce the Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Joseph Massimino.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, class of 2020, and thank you for allowing me to be part of your ceremony. Almost 25 years ago, I sat on the same field as a graduate of John F. Kennedy Memorial High School. It is great to be back. While I was sitting on this field, I remembered how hot it was, so I will keep my words brief. Prior to being appointed assistant superintendent, I was fortunate enough to be named principal of Claremont Avenue Elementary School right here in Woodbridge Township. Every year I would write a message to our graduates, and it included the same 3 pieces of advice. Be compassionate to your fellow classmates. Treat others and yourself with respect. And know that good things come with hard work. I believe this held true then, and I believe it holds true now. What makes your graduating class so special is the journey you have all had to go through to get here. And the lessons you have learned throughout this journey are far greater than any advice I could offer. Here's what I do know. You are strong. You are patient, and you are resilient. And thankfully, you are the future. Knowing that our nation's progress and well-being is in your hands makes me smile with confidence and pride. I would like to take this opportunity to wish all of you the absolute best in your future endeavors. Please stay safe and be well. Thank you.
Please welcome Board of Education member here with us, Mr. Joseph Velez, speaking on behalf of the Board of Education.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here today. It is with great honor and pleasure that I hereby certify that the John F. Kennedy Memorial High School class of 2020 has met all the educational requirements of the New Jersey Department of Education and the Woodbridge Township School District. Congratulations, graduates.
It is my pleasure to introduce the president of the class of 2020, Oslin Mills.
I love you, Austin.
Greetings, Mr. Postorino, Mrs. Wandress, Mr. Carrasio, Mayor McCormack, Woodbridge Township Council members, Dr. Massimino, Board of Education members, faculty, parents, guardians, guests, and the graduating class of 2020. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we did it. It certainly isn't the way we imagined. I'm sure none of us could have predicted that our traditional high school experience would end on a random day in March, and a Friday the 13th at that. This pandemic completely blindsided us and forced us to adjust to a completely new way of life while coping with the fact that our golden year has been cut short. In hindsight, this was an unsolicited opportunity for us. Yes, it gave us all the time in the world to watch practically every Netflix show in existence and binge watch TikToks for hours. But more importantly, it gave us the time to reflect on the things that really matter. I think we've all been told at one point or another that you don't know what you have until it's gone. And this year proved that to all of us. It took losing the second half of senior year for me to truly acknowledge and appreciate the family that I've built at JFK these past 4 years. If you had told my freshman self that I would be delivering a speech at graduation, I would have called you crazy. Not only was I wary of public speaking, but most of my class was made up of people I considered strangers. However, the same people I considered strangers are the very reason I can stand here today and give this speech. I'm no longer speaking to strangers. I'm talking to the friends who patiently stayed on the phone with me at 11:50 as I tried to complete an assignment due at 11:59. I'm talking to the teacher who graciously let me into class even after the bell had rung. I'm talking to the counselor who let me switch my classes even though I thought it would be impossible. I'm talking to a family because that is what we are. I'm sure none of us can pinpoint the exact moment where these bonds started forming. For you, it may have been during those gym volleyball tournaments that too often got a little too intense. Maybe it was those mornings when we sang happy birthday at the top of our lungs. Or maybe it was during Spirit Week when we chanted Jelly Juniors from the stands and for one moment it felt like we could not be any closer. What matters most in the totality of our high school experience is the relationships we have built with each other. 10 years from now, you may not remember how to find a derivative or find a rhetorical analysis, but you'll remember how you felt when your friends came to support you at that concert or game or school play. You'll remember looking forward to pasta Fridays and running of the halls. You'll remember ranting to your favorite teacher about that terrible day you had and how they listened. Through these memories, I hope you will come to realize, if you haven't already, that it isn't four walls and classrooms that define JFK. It's you. It's your peers. It's your teachers, your coaches, and advisors. It's the janitors, lunch ladies, and everyone who impacted your experience. Looking back on these fond memories, I think to myself, so what if our year was shorter than expected? That doesn't make our time here any less valuable. In fact, it has helped me realize that it is more important to cherish what we've had instead of what we lost. Class of 2020, I know we may not have gotten the year we imagined or deserved, but that's just the way life goes. My favorite artist, Frank Ocean, could not have said it any better. You just do what you can and you have as much fun as possible. As we all pursue our future endeavors, whether that be college, the workforce, or the military, let's continue to make the best of every situation. Life experiences vary, some sweet, some disappointing, or even challenging, but one thing remains true. The outcome resides in your response. Thank you.
It is my honor to introduce the academic top 20 seniors of the class of 2020. In alphabetical order, as your name is called, please stand and remain standing until all 20 are announced. Okay, let's go. Fauzan Amjad. Sukhmeet Betty. Pranati Borkataria. Rahul Hedge. Ruby Kapoor. Maria Klimchuk. Sharupa Mazumdar. Auslin Mills. Turn me up, go. Ekta Patel. Nisha Patel. Priyanka Patel. Nayab Rabitwala. Ryan Ramirez. Dinari Rupasingh. Surya Senthil. Vedant Shanoy. Turn me up, boy. Trigun Telakula Chandrasekhar. Arjavi Vyas. And last but not least, Stephen Yu. You may all be seated.
It is my honor to announce the top 10 seniors for community service. In alphabetical order, as your name is called, please remain standing until all 10 are announced. Shia Amin. Fauzan Amjad. Saleha Amjad. Sukhmeet Betty. Mallory McGowan. Ekta Patel. Shiv Patel. Mahika Prasad. Aditya Ray. And Dia Vemuganti. You may be seated. Now, it is my honor to introduce the members of the class of 2020 that are entering the military. Abraham Batista, the Marines. Kayshawn Clausel, Marines. Ashley Rivera Nunez, Marines. Lucas Oliveira, the Army, and Josh Platt, the Army. We would also like to recognize all veterans, current servicemen and women, and frontline responders in attendance this evening.
We don't need any of this. We don't need any of this. This underneath. These are all separated by everybody. You're gonna start there. Just gonna have to leave like time between each name. And then come up and stay.
Heard you. Yup. Okay, the diplomas. Receiving the first diploma for the class of 2020. Class President, Arslyn Mills. Fauzan Amjad. Ryan Ramirez. Hey. Chelsea Fernandez. Turn me up. Philip Chun.
Jaden Owusu.
Peace. Just take your time with each name because they have to stand and get a photo taken. So give a couple seconds between each one. Okay.
Leanne Regina Abwan. Noor Ajmo. Yamna Akbar. Shia S. Amin. David Ballet. Sukhmi Betty. Pranati Paranjay Borgtaria. Ria Chada. Tanish J. Choksy. Mayram Judith Cortez. Krishida Dave. Emmanuel Diaz. Andrew Feeders III. Pranali Jain. Ruby Kapoor. Sharupa Mazumdar. Alexandra Nicole Maza. Mallory Bergen McGowan. Utica Misra. Anuj H. Patel. Dawani Patel. Ekta P. Patel. Nisha Patel. Priyanka Patel. Rohit Patel. Megan Pecos. Pearl Puri. Aditya Ray. Dinari Rupasingh. Sinari Rupasingh. Chris Emmanuel E. Sadaya. Surya Senthil. Vedant Vivek Shenoy. Aaron Sinatra. Jay Thakur. Gagandeep Thandi. Alyssa Trapani. Dia R. Vemuganti. Arjavi J. Vyas. Abul Waliuzzaman. Stephen Yu. Muhammad Abdullah. Muhammad K. Abdullah. Marcel Abdulin. Carlos Abreu. Lenny Acevedo. John T. Adams. Maz Ahmed. Emily Alexander. Syed Zoriz Ali. Jomana K. Alam. Vrushank Amaresh. Rimshaw F. Amin. Salia Amjad. Rahul Aneja. Darius G. Aquino. Juan Arsena Santelices. Mike Aristide. Darshwana Arun Prasad. Alian Asif. Papa Asma. Amir Awan. Ashley Iyer. Antonio Badillo. Sarah Bajwa. Brianna A. Baldassari. Clarissa May O. Balia. Victoria Bartolome. Abraham Batista. David Bowden. Benjamin Besarovic. Hala Belgade. Yusra Belgade. Joshua Ben-Cosme. Brooklyn Bethany. Samshubra Rick Bhattacharya. Kiara Bito. Natasha Bist. Christopher Bonifacio Perez. Shreya Bose. Jessica Bozick. Ryan Budzaku. Dominique Burns. Nicholas W. Burns. Haiti Kaba. Matthew Campbell. Alexandra Candelaria. Christina Caraselli.
Derek Carrasio. Kamari Carrington Leacock. Nadir Kasim. Michael Frank Cavuto II. Ken Chen. Payal Chitota. Disha Nihir Choksi. Kalissa Rose Christmas. Montserrat Scipion Jimenez. Alexis Colette Clarebone. Kayshawn Lee Clausel. Sri Vaishnavi Coimbatore Chandrasekhar. Ian Tyler Coleman. Aldo J. Colon Gonzalez. Sarah Jessica Corrales. Kelvin Kroban. Jacqueline Davis Jimenez. Joseph Della Sala. Tamani Delne. Justin Denty. Arya Desai. Christina Desmond. Jesus Duran. Devin Echevarria. Tyler Einhorn. Aya Elgendi. Anaya Estelle. Nicholas Faden. Holly Fetch. Christian Figueroa. Jonathan Fisher. Alyssa Fisher. Eric Flores. Dream Fela Florestal. Julio Galindo. Isis Garcia. Pooja Gadiali. Akansha Ghosh. Ankit Gola. Shreya Golapali. Jenny Gordon. Joffrey Guerrero. Tanya Gulati. Sanjan Hadzik. Michael Halaj, Shahada Hassan, Rahul Hegde, Amy Hernandez, Jose Holguin, Alan Troy Hunt, Danielle Inocencio, Sarah Irizarry, Cheyenne Jeffrey, Jennifer Marisol Jara, Akansha Jethwa, Parina Javari, Dalton Jones, Shevani Jordan, Yash Joshi, Anthony Ronald Cam, Gabrielle Joyce Cam, Harmanjot Kaur, Jasanjot Kaur, Mandeep Kaur, Supreet Kaur, Ali Khan, Amber Naveed Khan, Ayan Khan, Ira Khan, Hana Khan, Renil Christie, Sean Stephen Kirkup, Maria Klimchuk, Elizabeth Klimick, Catherine Klimick, Mithun Krishnan, Kevin Crom, Isha Kulkarni, Virjit Kular, Annette LaChapelle.
Let's go. Benjamin Kincaid Lafferty. Angel Liel Lobo. Justin Lee. Philip Lindsay III. Oh, my bad. Nicholas A. Leon. Joseph Lipinski. I hear that. Jemiah Little. Gabriella Luciano. Sergio Maglione. Tufa Maisara. Richard J. Mancine. Victoria Lynn Mancine. Ariella Merrill Quinn. Kayla Martinez. Marco Matute. Felix Mai Jr. Brandon McCarthy, Brian Robert McGann, Brian McHugh, turn me up, twin, Enrique Pena III, Alex Antonio Norat Negron, Parth Marai, Annie Lise Mercado, Kevin Merced, Sakshi Mestri, Luke J. Myers, Monira Maya, Tristan Angelo Miranda, Manav Mizra, Jay Mystery, Nadira Muhammad, Tyler R. Moore, Rady Morales, Novell T. Morris, Aaliyah Munoz, Ariana Marie Munoz, Brian Munoz, Nimra Nawaz, Kinza Nas, Elijah Aaron Samuel Nelson, Veronica Krista Nicholas, Prabpreet Noori, Sophie B. Nyanga, Liam J. O'Donnell, Dominic Ogilesby, Lucas A. Oliveira.
Did you forget on the name?
I did not see that on my paper.
You went from Brian Munoz to Nimrod. So it's on
Yeah, it
on
wasn't
this.
there.
It wasn't there on your list? Okay, then that's fine. Because it's on this one. All right, if it's not on yours, you're good.
All right. Fabiola N. Ortiz, Kayla Marie Palmer, Nandani Pancho, Aliana Panganaban, Anisha Patel, Bianca Patel, Deep N. Patel, Dhruva B. Patel, Dia Patel, Hamangi Patel, J.S. Patel, Jimit Patel. Kesha C. Patel. Kushiben Patel. Krishang D. Patel. Krish Kumar B. Patel. Krutal Patel. Mahek Patel. Mit Patel. Manav P. Patel. Mohil Patel. Om Patel. Ria Patel. Riddhi N. Patel. Romil R. Patel. Rushil Patel. Sarang Patel. Shail Patel. Shalini S. Patel. Shiv D. Patel. Shivani Patel. Suraj Patel.
Kesha Patel. Kushiben Patel. Krishang D. Patel. Krish Kumar B. Patel. Krutal Patel. Oh, I see now. Okay.
Your own. Just that.
Tessa Patel. Tirth Bin Bhai Patel. Vishaka Patel. Vivek Patel. Raj Shailesh Patel. Drake Peralta. Diane Perez. Selena R. Perez. Martin Petras. Emmanuel Placencia. Joshua B. Platt. Luke A. Polera. Shalene A. Pompey. Vincent A. Powers. Mahika Prasad. Adrian Prella. Nashra Quadri. Nayab Rabitwala. Mohammed Rafe. Zamin Rajput. Edgar Ramos Martinez. Emmanuel Ramos. Prathikshan Ranjan. Jaden Randy White. Rupak Ravi. Sebastian Razuri. Amanda Rue. Mireda Reyes. Ashley Milagro Rivera Nunez. Jennifer Rivera. Ernesto Roberts. Jonathan Luis Rodriguez. Nashira Rodriguez. Valismar Rodriguez. Darling de Jesus Rosario Marmalejos. Maham Sajad. Angelina M. Saktivalavan. Brian P. Zalazar. Tiffany Sanchez. Carlos D. Santos. Isabella Santos. Lisbeth Michelle Sessoms. Kimberly Sforga. Jayshil G. Shah. Vedika Amit Shah. Zara Shah. Sophia Shah Palagnova. Kevin J. Simmons. Jas Karan Sign. Mankarat Sign. Manpreet Sign. Nandini Sign. Deborah Sosanya. Grace Stoles. Casper Stopa. Natalie Strespeck. Luella Tadurin. Dylan Tarnowski. Sean Tarnowski. Johnny Tavera. Lucas Edward Teeple. Trigun Telekula Chandrasekhar. Gabriel Jose S. Teves. Nikita Thapa. Tanvi Thingle. Barrage Thine. Ryan Tikas. Tabitha Brooke Trella. Kanishka Tarangi. Jesus Ulua. Muhammad Uzair. Cheyenne Savannah Valdez. Alana Valdez. Lee Brandon Van Pelt. Anjali Verma. Liani Villanueva. Eric Robert Vidito. Kalia Williams. Sage Yanetta. Fardeen Zahid. And Gianna Marie Zuby.
Members of the class of 2020, please stand for the alma mater.
Are you guys ready? No? Okay. So now we're gonna change our tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, guys, we just graduated.